Want to play the Warioworld Archipelago? Allow me to guide you through it. So the first thing you're going to need to do here is actually download the AP World. You can find that on the GitHub link, which is linked in the description, and if you're too lazy to go down and click on that, you can just type it in. Then you're going to go to releases and download the latest version or any other previous version if you wish, and yeah, make sure you save that and keep it safe. Next up is installing the AP World. This is really easy if you install it like this. All you have to do is run the AP World and you should get a nice little message right there telling you you have successfully installed it. The next method is to directly copy the AP World into your custom worlds folder. This works if you are running AP from source, or for some reason the previous method didn't work, or you have multiple AP versions installed and you want to play this on a particular version. If you do this, remember to restart the client. Let's talk about YAML generation next. You'll know you'll be able to generate a YAML if the Warioworld client shows up in your Archipelago launcher. The only thing you have to do next is click on Generate Template options and the Warioworld YAML should show up right there. As of current, this YAML is actually pretty simple. There are two main options you can change here. The number of big key fragments you start off with. This ranges from 0 to 4, with 4 being the amount you need to fight the final boss. You can change the value pretty easily by changing this 0 to a different number, or by selecting random for a random starting amount, and the number of spritelings you need to finish the game. Here you can also select a random amount, select one of the preset endings built into the game, or alternatively set your own amount by adding a number here, like this. I'm going to set this one to 27 for the purposes of this video. In order to play this, you will also need the Dolphin emulator. You can download that by visiting the Dolphin website here and making sure you download the copy appropriate to your platform. You will also need an NTSC Warioworld GameCube ISO. No Switch gamers here. Alrighty then, now that your world has been generated and your Dolphin setup is prepared, it's time to play the game. Launch the game from the Dolphin emulator window, open the Warioworld client, and wait until you get to the press start screen. Once you're here, connect to the server and wait for the patch applied message to show up in the client. Once that is done, press start and have fun. You'll know the patch is applied correctly if when you press start, the screen goes white and you go straight into the overworld with no save file questions. It really is that simple. You'll notice the number in the bottom left. This is the amount of spritelings you have, and as you can see, our target goal is 27, like we applied in our YAML earlier. There will be other trackers also coming, but that is for a later date. Let's go and get our first check here. There's also a tab called the tracker page. This shows you every single location that you currently have access to. And bonk. If this is your first time playing Warioworld and you don't know what I meant by the save file menu, I'm going to demonstrate that for you here by intentionally not applying the patch. If this happens to you, restart the game and restart the client and try again. If for some reason Dolphin is not hooking, restart Dolphin and also try again. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments or in the Warioworld channel in the Archipelago Discord. Otherwise, as Wario says, have a rotten day.